Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we got to the ZREO Pirate Fortress, or rather we didn't get there, we were there. We got the hook shot, pause in the air, that was a really good one. Which you can see here, allows us to grab onto wood as well as targets on ledges, which is really nice. And in this episode, we are going to be getting some things done at Great Bay, because we have to go back to the ZREO Pirate Fortress to get the remaining 2 Zora eggs they have. And I figure that while we're out, maybe we should try getting a few things done, though, because, if you recall, we have that appointment with Romani at 2 a.m., and maybe heading back to the fortress right away would not really be the best move if we got all that to worry about. Here, behind the fisherman's house, we got a pit containing 20 rupees. Don't know what it is with Great Bay and 20 rupees, but on the flip side, there's some fish in here. And I did not mean to do that. This is an easy way to get fish. If you recall, there were some fish in that research lab that were saying, I bet that thing could eat, like, you know, a whole fish whole is what... A whole fish whole? No, a whole small fish in one bite, which was a hint to doing this. We gotta capture some fish in bottles and take them over to the research lab. And after you fed it enough fish, it will eventually eat the other fish. It will somehow defy the laws of physics by going through metal bars with its face and give you a piece of heart. Apparently that thing had, like... I kind of wonder if, like, it ate the other fish and just, like, extracted all the organs and skin, leaving only the bone behind, and then just spat out its heart and gave it to you as a present. Kind of like, you know, when a dog, you know, like, kills, like, a mouse and, like, it gives it to you as a present. It's like, here, look, I killed this for you. Anyway, though... we got about 3 more hours until we got to meet Romani. I'd say we got some time to get a little bit of stuff done. What do you say? Well, you don't really have much of a say in it now, do you? Because this is being recorded 3 days before you're actually watching it. So, I'm just gonna let this fish flop around and have fun and drop on the deck and flop like a fish. If you recall back in Termina Field, there's a boulder right about here. Punch it. You don't really need to punch it, you could use a bomb though, but if you head in here, what's kinda cool is... These are Bio-Babas, or Bio-Deku-Babas, technically. They, basically, if you stand on their lily pads, they will do very, very nasty things to you. And honestly, I have to say, and I don't know if anybody would necessarily agree with me, I always thought Bio-Babas were, like, some of the scariest enemies in the series. I don't know why, just the way that, like, they hang down like that just doesn't look right. And just, in general, I just think that they're really creepy. Like, how you stand on the platform and they come up and then flip over and bite you. I just didn't like that. I just thought they were, like, one of the creepiest things in this game, actually. I think this is the only game they even appear in, too, so kind of fitting. And I don't have... Okay, I guess we didn't need to kill the enemies after all. I remember having to kill the enemies for something. Let me see if we have to do that. Come on. I don't have magic to use my magic shield, so let's punch you, kick you, and just all around kill you. Okay, comboed. No, I got comboed! As I said in that Mario Kart video. God, it was really annoying in that video. I don't know why. It was like especially annoying that day. I can't stand myself sometimes. Anyway, whoa! What? Okay. Physics. Now, I guess now that we're done with all this, and... Okay, censor my crotch, if you will. There's a secret that I'd like to show off. And God, I love how the Zora guitar sounds. I wish I could play a nice little acoustic guitar like that, man. Or just any guitar in general, I guess. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, though, but I always liked acoustic guitars. I mean, I know that, like, most people, like, you know, prefer electric just because it's easier to work with and easier to... you know, import to a computer and edit and all that and everything, you know, just because you can directly do it with, you know, peripherals instead of having to record it with a microphone. But, and I'm sure that there are ways to make an electric guitar sound acoustic, but acoustic guitar is just always something I've wanted to be able to play. It's just, it's really weird, but, I don't know. Probably never be as good as CS39, though. Okay, so we don't have magic, which really sucks, though, for the secret that I want to show. Alright, there we go. And there we go again. Okay, so we have half of a magic meter. Very, very nice. Let's go. Roll! Our name should be Raul. Okay, so when equipping this, we see an ice keys over there, which is really, really annoying. If that hits us, it'll freeze us. Don't ask how blue fire freezes you, and blue fire is supposed to be hotter, but it does. What we want to do is we want to get all the way over here. And Tattle flies over there, which is a hint to what we got to do. Remember how the Scarecrow said that he'd help us and Tattle would fly over to wherever he could appear? Well... that animation just looks so funny. Anyway, we have the hook shot now, which allows us to grab onto, you know, wood things, all kinds of stuff like that. So, you know what? You got a wood pole. Let's grab onto you. That's all he's good for, is a hook shot target. And we get a piece of heart for using a living being as an object. Yowza! Oh yeah! Meet again, baby, with great playing as usual. Or button spamming, whatever you prefer. But yeah, I just wanted to show that secret really quick. We can't quite pick up our sword here at Snowhead for a little while longer, so that pretty much does that. I think for now, I'm just going to go ahead and go to Milk Road, and we are going to wait there, even though we got about an hour to go. So, see you guys there. Okay, so here at Romani Ranch, we still have quite a bit of time left over to spare before it is time for them to come. That sounds great. Shoot him in the crotch! You know what I just realized? You know how I was saying that, like, you know, his balloon's probably attached to something in his pants when I shot him between the legs and it popped his balloon? That balloon's red! His balloon is his pants! That has been ruined forever for me. Okay, let's just buy the Romani Ranch map. So at least now we have this. This will be really helpful to you in what happens here at 2 a.m. So you want to be sure to buy this. Single Kunalimpa! And he didn't tell us not to steal the words though, so I got away with it! I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids and that dumb dog. Tingle doesn't have a dumb dog. Tingle is the dumb dog. Okay, so going over here, before we head to Romani Ranch, there is something kind of cool that I'd like to show. Want to do is get out your bombs. In this area, sometimes you can hear a cow mooing. You hear it just now? Well, if you bomb right here in the middle of this stump, look at this. Tons of shrubbery and 2 cows that you can get milk from. So I always thought that was kind of cool. You know, you could play Epona song, you get the milk from them and all that. Plus, there's a lot of collectibles here, though, so if you just need collectibles in general, like magic or hearts, and you happen to be in the area, this can be a good place to get it really quick if you just roll through everything with a Goron. It's kind of nice, actually. But anyway, now it's about 1 a.m. We better get going to Romani Ranch and pronto, because stuff is going to be happening soon. So, now for real, I will see you guys at Romani Ranch. And I cannot believe that I actually used the word pronto there, though, because I freaking hate that word. I don't know why. I just don't like that word. To me, pronto sounds like a type of bread. I don't know why. It always struck me as something like that would be a type of bread, okay? So, what we want to do is, we want to be sure to have a good view of the action. We want to stand on top of this. And something you might notice, it says they come from the sky. There's a red star in the sky. Always there in the night sky in this game. Never there otherwise. Wasn't like that in Ocarina of Time. But it's there now. And hey buddy, how's it going? You know what? What are you up to this fine night? Looking to destroy the world? You read any good books? Ah, I see. You read the chapter of the Bible on the apocalypse. Ah. Okay. I'm just trying to make good conversation until it's 2 a.m., okay? Come on, there's no one else around to talk to. What's this say? How to befriend a horse. Stand next to it and press A. That is the most friendly gesture I think I have ever heard. Man, it's just about time. You know what? Normally I'm not one to do this. We're going to play the inverted Song of Time once more, because doing that will allow us to return time to normal. So that way we don't have to wait like 30 hours for it to go again. Alright, so let's just wait for that little sun thing at the bottom to swivel around. Letting you know, you want your bows for this. Also stay on top of this crate so you can get a good view of the action. Don't destroy the crate, even though the crate usually has arrows in it. I like how much I said crate there. Alright, so we got a good view of everything. We're on top of this. And 2 a.m. Hey girl, how's it going? Hey, Romani. It's dark out. There's no one else around. Let's make out! Okay, shut up. Link has a crush on her, okay? I'm not a pedophile. I'm just speaking for Link here, okay? It's almost time to take care of things outside Grasshopper. If you have a map, watch your map carefully. Okay, whatever happens, do not let them get to the barn. They come from behind the barn, so watch that there too. Okay, so run arrows of crates near the horse, stock up when you need to. Okay. Now, you can ride Epona during this. Personally, I don't. I find it just a lot easier to stay here in one place. You can get the area behind the barn right through there. You can look around a lot. Not that bad. And there's that red star coming down out of the sky. Meet these strange, unnamed aliens. They are the easiest things in the world to shoot, though, because their light will line up perfectly with yours if you are able to shoot them. All you gotta do is just keep shooting them, and they will just go back as long as you keep shooting them. Not difficult at all. There's that dumb dog. The one from behind the barn will come from right about there. If they are getting close and getting too tough to manage, all you gotta do is just play the inverted Song of Time again, and you're good. That's really about it, though. They drop arrows when you kill them, though, so they give you the ammo to kill them with. It's really not that bad, actually. If just one of them gets too close. You know what, though? I will play the inverted Song of Time right here, though, just because they're kind of getting a little bit close. This takes forever if you use the inverted Song of Time throughout the whole thing, though, so good strategy if you want to do this quickly is just make time flow normally, wait for them all to get close, play the inverted Song of Time, shoot them when they're all close, and make them all go back. That's simple. And whoa! Don't want to turn into a Goron. I want to shoot that one back there because he's getting mighty close. And shoot you. Having the biggest quiver like we do right now is also good for this, though, because that way you won't have to restock your arrows so quickly all the time. Or so quickly, so soon all the time. Even though they do drop them, you do have to go all the way over there to go pick them up. I know, first world problems, right, guys? Right? This goes until about 5 a.m., though, so it doesn't take that long. Yeah, this is really conversational material right here. This is really, really good to commentate over. So I guess while we're doing this, if I don't really have anything else to talk about, what have you guys been up to, I guess? It's been kind of a while since I've asked that. I mean, I try to, like, you know, keep some viewer involvement going, though, but, you know, it's just kind of the generic question, like, I don't have anything better to say, so I'm just gonna say that, though. But anyway, I don't know, I've been doing a few things. I've been mainly playing this game, obviously. Yeah, you couldn't tell that from just watching the videos. Been playing this game, been playing some Spirit Tracks, some Professor Layton, The Last Spectre. Don't know how many of you guys are Professor Layton fans, though, but I freaking love it, man. I love that series. And I have not finished playing, though, at least the time I recorded this, though, so I may ask you kindly not to say anything about the game, please. And try not to ask me for things on it, though, because you might ask me about something I haven't played yet, though, so just, you know, just out of kindness for me, just, you know, I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk about the game. I love the Professor Layton series, though. It's one of my favorites. I know it's not for everyone, though, because it's basically just a novel and solving puzzles and problem solving. It's definitely not a good game for an LP, though, so do not expect a Professor Layton LP for me, though, because that game, I couldn't really think of a way to make that interesting to watch, though, because half the fun of the series is just problem solving in your head and just coming to the conclusions on your own, which isn't really something you can portray in a video that makes it fun to watch. I mean, I don't know, I'm sure someone out there might have an idea that made it good, though, but it's not really anything that I think I can make work. And the dog over there is still barking. Is that one really not? Okay, apparently he's not. Of course, the white squares on the map that are moving show you where the things are. Getting closer. There's like 20 minutes left. I don't need to really play the inverted Song of Time to speed things up from here on out. I can just wait it out. Okay. Still nothing. You know, Romani, you have a bow. Why can't you get out here and help me, woman? And she's got to be in there. It's like, I got to milk the cows because my... Why does she have an Asian man's accent? I don't know. Apparently Link's got a thing for that. I apologize. I realize this commentary is not as spectacular as it has been, you know, in other videos, though, but it's mainly just because I'm here just shooting things with my bow over and over again. Don't really have anything to talk about. Alright, so 5 a.m. And crap, it actually isn't 5 a.m. that it ends. Never mind. Alright, it's 5:30. Okay, so I get 30 arrows from that. Oh well, I'm not really standing above that anymore. Shoot all of them one more time, and then we'll just return the flow of time to normal, though. That way we can get everything done quickly. Can I shoot you, please? Come on. Alright, there we go. Now let's return the flow of time to normal. I can control time. And I hate to say it, guys. I really hate to jinx this for myself, too. But when you're going up against something that can control time, you are going to frickin' lose. And I don't know why I keep turning into a gore on it. I'm melting! Haha! So, that was all that took. They melted. We did it! We won! Thank you. Thanks to you, the cows are giving thanks too. Thanks to you, the cows are giving thanks. That makes a lot of sense. Here's Armandi's thanks. When you drink it, put your hand in your hip, and then take a big gulp like we do here at the ranch. We got the milk bottle. Is this from your sister? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was horrible, I'll admit. Anyway, 5 hearts per gulp. You can use it twice per bottle. See you later, little hero. Okay. So we helped out Romani. That's another person in the Bomber's Notebook that we've helped. And that does that. So, our little appointment with our little girlfriend is over. Aw, poor Link. But anyway, now that we're done with that, I say that we go to the mountain village. Because it is almost the morning of the dawn of the second day. And if you recall, at sunrise, our sword was going to be ready. So let's go over and pick that up. Let's see if we can beat the clock. We got about a half hour to get in there. When you really think about it, taking a half hour to move the amount of distance that you move in a half hour in this game, I mean, it's taking us like 20 minutes to walk from there to here. And look, I'm working on straightening your sword. I'm busy, so don't bother me. Just drink coffee. That just looks funny. It's just a tiny little dagger that he's hitting with his giant smithing hammer. Turn the flow of time to normal so that we don't waste any time when it becomes the dawn of the second day. Yes, I want to slow the current flow of time. We delayed the dawn of the second day by a whole 4 seconds! Achievement! Alright, let's speak to him. I kept you waiting, but it's done, see? We get the Razor Sword, the coolest looking sword that has ever existed in any Zelda game! And it sucks. We can only swing it 100 times without it dulling its edge, and then it just turns into the Kokiri sword again. Yeah, isn't that really lame? It does more damage, but he says there's a secret. If we bring him a gold dust before the sword loses edge, he'll be able to make it the strongest sword around. He's actually wrong. It's only the 3rd strongest sword in the game, but Anyway, so we have to get gold dust. And we know from before the Goron race awards gold dust, though, so it'd be in our best interest to save Snowhead once more by defeating Goat once more and winning the Goron races again. Now, you might be thinking, oh, we gotta do all Snowhead Temple again. No, we do not. We can go straight to the boss if we go there, which I think we're gonna be doing in the next episode, alright? So, next time on The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we are gonna be heading back to Snowhead Temple, rematch Goat, make Snowhead sunny again, win the Goron races again, and then head back to Great Bay Coast, where we'll be getting back the last 2 Zora eggs now that we're done with our errands. See you guys then. I could make that jump if I was Japanese. Yes!